Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like we back for another one, another week of great games. We got DP Hellfire playing another series in the same week. But one difference. You got one half of the Cancel Bros right here with Ghost, but we got a different guy here. We got Conceder. Welcome aboard, man. Alrighty, well, I feel like an ex-girlfriend left on red, but we're starting draft up. We already got and blue side for Courageous Wing 5, red side for DP Hellfire. We already got first band Renekton going in and going for C-Dub, but we got that band from DP Hellfire being Ash. I'm curious to what they're trying to play because Ash and Belleville first two bands from red side, which then again Who knows? I'm kind of curious to what strat they want to run this game because DP Hellfire tend to normally have a scrappy bot lane, and they typically have a more chill scale in mid lane majority of the time. Sometimes I see them bust out the Ari in the mid, but I'm just curious to see what they're gonna go with this go round against Courageous Five.
Yeah, that might be go off for the bot lane drafting picky phase.
Alrighty, and first pick B1 for Courageous Five is being Kled. Like we're already about to get down and dirty up in that top lane looking to scrap. So especially with that Clado, I'm expecting and some champions picks maybe like not necessarily Ezra, but more so probably engage supports or in some type of hard engage in the jungle, something that can immediately start a fight and go behind with that Kled. So maybe a Leona come out with them. They may play it, it may not. But we got the Mordekaiser coming out from DP Hellfire. They played it. They played against it Monday. They didn't play it, and they didn't exactly have a fun time. So maybe they tried to put a new trick to their playbook. I don't know. But with that, we're gonna go alongside the Mumu. So we already got Mordekaiser and Mumu along, and go against that Kled. This is gonna be an interesting duel. I think Mordekaiser is not gonna have a fun time at all going against that Kled. It's not gonna be a good 1v1 situation. So I expect the Mumu, unless they are playing strong side bot, to be on that side of the map quite a bit to try to get him ahead, so he can actually take over that lane. But Casita, what are your thoughts so far on the draft? What do you think as Blue Side's picking for Poppy B2?
I think maybe the mind expected it might be a jungle pick from Hellfire. So the probably try to play safe. Maybe it might play with mid pick, and then play the bot lane later on the second phase. Would you agree with that?
I can see it. As we go into the last 5 seconds for Courageous Wing, as they pick up the Misfortune. So that Poppy can be flexed around, can be the jungle support. But I guess we'll see and see what comes to the next phase. But Poppy to stop that Amumu, I think that was a pretty good pick. And to be able to shut down that bandage toss, make sure they don't get ulted in like some awkward plays, especially now we have Misfortune too. I think they're gonna probably go with an engaged support here, unless that Poppy is being flexed down. We're gonna have Varus potentially coming out for DP Hellfire, and it is gonna be the Varus. I'm not necessarily sure if I like a mobile AD carry versus Kled and Poppy, but it seems that now and for the first ban, second phase for DP Hellfire, we got Galio coming out.
Yeah, it was true. So that might be interesting. We're just gonna go with the silence being banned.
Yep, and now as we see this team comes round out in this second phase, I'm
Yeah,
actually quite curious to what DP Hellfire is going to take support, especially because, like I said before, they're a scrappy bot lane. They like fighting. Even when they're behind, they're going to constantly fight you, like if they were ahead. So I'm just wondering if they're going to take like maybe a Karma, maybe Leona, or something that can and not only engage or disrupt the Misfortune Ultimate per se, unless they're putting that in the hands of Mordekaiser to try to send Misfortune to Brazil to make sure that they be able to actually play. But we have the Kali band coming out for Courageous Wing 5, along with a Zoe band coming out for DP Hellfire.
yeah, but Mordecai needs to start fighting, by start thinking, So you need to find a very suitable target, coming from wings.
That is true. As the game goes on, I highly doubt he's going to want to ult a Kled because Kled's going to be able to kill him in the death room, unless Kled's already behind. Okay, we coming out with Seraphine. So, an interesting bot lane per se. I'm quite curious what they're going to bring support. And it's going to be that Morgana. So there's definitely a Poppy jungle this game.
Maybe they'll be aware because it's pretty AP heavy. You have Mordecai, so you have Umu, you have Siri B,
Uh, Apparently I lied. I'm sorry. It's Brand Jungle and looking like possibly Morgana mid with Poppy support. But DPF are rounding their team up out with that way in the mid lane for that late game insurance. And I gotta say, DP Hellfire's team is pretty loaded on AP. So that Kled building up like items like Canyon Rookerin, and same for Poppy and with getting that magic resist. It's gonna be, and like as the game goes on, it's gonna be harder for them to actually just to be able to deal with that. But the thing is, with Varus and then how the way his blight stacks work, it shouldn't be too bad. It's more like what you would want, so you actually be able to explode that front line as you stack those blight stacks. But it just depends if he's going on hit or if he's going lethality.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down who's gonna pick a very good target. Because it's pretty tight, but if they manage to get the some room, so it might be interesting how they play.
That's true. What do you think about the team comps for this game? Alrighty, well, I guess I'll give my opinion first. I'm I'm not necessarily sure which team I'm leaning towards, like for as which comp I like more. I think I think both can easily pick people off, but in terms of actual team fight, I think it really just depends on like if like really and honestly, in my opinion, if Clay can get ahead, I feel like DP Hellfire is gonna have a rough time. But if he doesn't, and they're able to just neutralize him, I don't think they're not going to be able to do that much. Speaking of, Courageous Wing has Brand, and they have Misfortune Oaths for team fight, but outside of that, you don't really have that much, and Brand's not going to want to step up to a Moo and a way. A Moo potentially just go on with that bandage tossing away, especially be able to hit him from far away. So I don't really see them getting that close. And when they do, they have and DPL Fire has a Mumu ultimate along with Varus ultimate, along with Seraphine ultimate, and they can deter whichever way CC ability they have. Because of course, he has three. It just makes it hard to play the game. But that's my opinion. What do you think, man?
Yeah, it might be not easy to start the game. I think it's gonna come down to how they're gonna play the game. I'm not really sure how good they are, but it's gonna come down to laning phase. And because if nothing really changes much, then it's gonna come down, how they're gonna team fight, how about they're gonna skirmish,
Alrighty, well, as we wait to get in game, we already talked quite a bit about the team cons, but it's not really that much to talk about as far as game one so until we actually get into the game. So we're gonna throw it over to an intermission for a bit till we get there, and we see you guys in a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It seems that we had the champions in different positions, the wrong roles for us. What I verbally told you guys before we went to intermission. So we got Brand mid, Poppy in the jungle, and Morgana support. Granted, I still kind of don't like Morgana on this team, but here we are. We're rocking and rolling with DP Hellfire looking to go for a regular 5 point and get a defensive posture. Meanwhile, Courageous 5, they're trying to get in there and get deep wards onto that red side. And like they're pushing in. Oh, they pushed in and got a ward on DP Hellfire's Raptors too. So sorry, my bad. Sorry, reverse around. DP went in and got a ward on Courageous and fucking Raptors. Meanwhile, we're looking at a little bit of a trade up top. Both Kled and Mordecai is gonna recall now, as they both are about half HP. Well, we're seeing like we got ourselves a little bit of a low moment. Meanwhile, Brand is going in. He's looking, trying to see where that Mumu is starting, and he gets that ward on that red. So they should see that Mumu is gonna be blue side. But what they won't know is that cheese that's waiting for him in that bush by that Varus and Seraphine. So interesting feat to this game as we look at the top side. I'm expecting this Kled to be really scrappy as he's opted to not take flash or teleport. He's taking barrier and ignite. So as you see, as soon as I said scrappy, he's already starting to fight. But he does not have the minion advantage. Meanwhile, Mordekaiser does. But granted, it's still Kled, so good old Scarl exists. A little poking down mid lane.
And yeah, Brian is looking for a fight here. Maybe not respected enough.
And now we got a bot gang coming in as Poppy's going to flash, so is Seraphine. And first blood go over to Poppy, over to Courageous Wing 5. As they kill that Seraphine and send her back to the gray screen. And now we got a fight down mid with the Knight going on to the way. And it's looking like he is going to go down. Zephyrus on that Brand for the kill. Well, this is already looking real bad and real hectic for DP Hellfire, man. It's not looking good. One. Alright, so he had a gank to apply pressure on the Kled to be able to force him out of lane. And once again, he doesn't have TP, but where that lane state is at for topside, it won't matter too much as that next wave is already hidden there. So he should be able to walk up, be able to actually catch that wave. But Brand getting caught in the river. But it doesn't matter. Poppy's here, forcing the Mumu to flash away. And it looks like this should be a kill going over to. Never mind, the Mumu bandage tosses on the red. Gets his way out of there. But Poppy doesn't care, but she doesn't have flash. I don't get why we're still chasing, but he goes in deep and gets the kill. Well, Mordekai's not being around me, they can't punish it. But Wade's still trying to get some damage now, but Brand's around too, so it doesn't matter. But can they kill Wade? No, because Brand has no mana, so he's gonna be able to walk out of there. Alright, so with objectives coming up pretty soon, it's going to be interesting to see which side of the map, and both teams are going to be looking to get that neutral objective. But the jungles are on the same side, so it might be a fight at Void Grubs coming up pretty soon as Wade pokes out at Brand and try to abuse the fact that he has no mana. Bot lane also for DP Hellfire, extremely low on mana, so you're probably going to recall. Yep, they're resetting right now. So I'm honestly surprised that Wei is not trying to hard push the wave and reset. As he does, but as we see a gank coming in from Mumu on that Kled, both bandit tosses land. Kled is now off of Scarl, and Mumu is walking him down, but he's gonna get Scarl back. Kled uses the Ignite and the Berry to get out of there. And he's gonna walk out scot-free. Unfortunate part though is he's not on Scarl and grubs are coming up, but Poppy's on that top side to make sure he's able to get that wave in a good place. So the Mordecai can't start a freeze, and it seems Poppy instead she has found the Mumu, and that's another kill over to Courageous 5. So Mordecai's backs. It seems that he's gonna stay and try to get the wave. And I don't blame Mordecai for not trying to stop him from getting that farm because Poppy's on his side or not, but your jungler also just died. So it'll be a 2v1. But Brand, even with low mana, seems to be just making it work in the mid. With the Morgana with a nice Q and getting that poke down on the Seraphine. Nice trade going over to Courageous Wing 5's bot lane. As Fatality finds that auto and the Q. Alrighty, his wave looks to ult the Brand. And he gets him fairly low, but not get the kill. He's gonna have to force him out of lane. So, Conceder, what do you think about this early game so far?
Brand. I think it's a little bit aggressive, but I think he's trying his best to control, just trying to survive the punking. So that's not really easy, especially against Hue, because Hue is trying to be a bully as much as possible and try to use bush strike as possible to scale. So
right.
I think
well, as you see that both teams, they take those neutral objectives. Courageous Wing 5, they go for the Void Grubs and get all three, whereas DP Hellfire, they go for the Dragon, they get themselves a Chemtech Dragon. So, as we see trades across the map, it's quite interesting to see that now Brand is on that losing side, even though he has Ignite up, but he's been taking that poking away. Wei seems to trying to fight his way back into the lane. Even with all the chaos, it's only Mordecai is only 11 CS above the Kled being at 39. But as that lead is building up for bot lane, as that CS gap is being created. But as it seems that fight, now they take out Morgana with the Knight going down to Seraphine, looking to trade back. Seraphine is down, but we also have Brand going down too. In the mid lane with Poppy in the bot. It's just chaos everywhere in the mid and the bot. Double kill over the Misfortune. Man, Fatality's got to be happy about that. Unfortunate for Brando, but he should be in a fine place. Granted, Wei just crashed a wave into his tower. It's not too bad. I mean, he still has a kill. Wei didn't get an assist. The Mumu got the kill. Alright, as we're seeing top lane, potentially be preparing for a dive, but that Morgana is also nearby. Kled says he's not going down without a fight with that ultimate, and Mordecai goes down, and so, oh my god, the outplayed Kled, my man, sending him to the gray screen. Back to center they go. Kled saw it coming, he made sure that he was going to get his, and not get got. Morgana was a little too late to the party up top side, so she's helping the Brand push in mid. But she takes some tower shots herself.
I smell big trouble.
Looking like we got a gank mid, and when Brand thought he had a kill, he thought he struck gold, but it seemed he struck nothing because Amumu said no. As it comes in, that's another kill over the DP Hellfire as they need it because they're now down 5 kills and they're down almost exactly 2k gold. It's great that they're able to get some kills on the map. Unfortunately, is right now 2 of those kills of the 3 are on the Amumu. Now, granted, the Amumu, he is building Leandre's Torment, but he's gonna be going tank after that, so it's not looking real good for DP Hellfire. They gotta find a way to be able to turn this game around. All right, we just got a little bit of Morgana trying to get some ward coverage, and also kill off some of DP Hellfire's wards in the process. And I'm gonna take a moment just to look at gold leads. As even though Amumu has gotten 2 kills, you gotta remember Poppy is also has 3 and an assist, and she's almost a whole 1,000 over the Amumu. And normally with a Poppy, it may not seem like, oh, it's not that great. The same with a Mumu, but both junglers opting to go for that damage item first. And with a Poppy already having Sunder and Sky at this moment, it's looking rough. But we got to fight as Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser ults Poppy, and Poppy ults him away for her. But she's still going to go down? Yes, she will. And that's 2 kills over the DP Hellfire.
I think Poppy can make Brand's down again.
Yeah, Brand is down again as he gets picked off at a spot he shouldn't be. As Brand, as Zephyrus, he had a strong start in the first 4 minutes, but now it just seems to be starting to become disaster for him. But what is this game? We got a Seraphine ultimate coming out. Morgana dies. Leclerc is running up, and he's trying to get him some action. Down goes Attila. We see another one's Misfortune. Oh, it's fired off, but it almost killed the wave, but he can't finish him off. He's able to get away. No pun intended, ladies and gentlemen. No pun intended. And now, for some odd reason, Rico is doing grubs. But fortunate for him, it just Poppy to come up there and try to stop him. But that Poppy is chasing pretty hard. Now Misfortune is there. Rico is gonna go down. The Mumu is dead, and Mordecai is TP'd up with the Poppy eating him away, and he has no flash. He should be able to walk out of that. And now Brand is coming up. They're trying to finish the kill on the Mordecai. Look for the dive. He's almost dead. Another kill for Brand, but he's gonna get executed because he stayed in tower range. Alright, there's more plates over to Leclerc to try to build him up a lead. But Wade is gonna be up here to try to go ahead and clear that wave and also get some poke down onto Leclerc. He may be looking to kill, but Leclerc eats away. Alright, but Wade's on the chase. I don't think he's gonna catch him though. So now we got Seraphine holding mid lane as Mordecai is now making his way down mid to catch that wave. As Varus has been able to just free farming bot side. Alrighty, as DP Hellfire are gonna start that Rift Herald. We want to see if Courageous Wing 5 are they gonna converge and go get that dragon?
Might have to.
As Seraphine is forced to flash away as Clay goes on the offensive here. And yes, Courageous 5 they're slow about it, but they are going to get that dragon. Problem is now that DP Hellfire, they are sending that Rift Herald top, and there is nobody to respond to it. That is first tower to DP Hellfire. Alright, Seraphine O comes out, but Brand is looking to finish off this way. And instead, Misfortune has a flash up to finish it, but we also have Poppy kill the Seraphine, but we still got the dive. Can you kill the tower? Okay. Kill the tower before it kills your teammate. Apparently they didn't get the memo, and now Brand goes down. Another kill for Wave by accident. Rico is gonna style on him. He's gonna banish tossing Morgana. Don't know why. Misfortune's gonna get another free kill, baby. That's another kill over the Misfortune.
Unstoppable.
As now this Misfortune is 5-0 in this game, and she's gotta be happy about it. She's 1100 gold over her counterpart on DP Hellfire. Now with it, Bloodthirsty along with that BF sword and longsword, already with Berserker Greaves too, while Varus just sitting on Infinity Edge and Berserker Greaves. I gotta be smiling if I'm a Misfortune in this game.
Yeah, Misfortune's gonna be really strong. Have a really strong, mid game.
And again, the same problem just continue on building up. As I said earlier, DP Hellfire are getting kills, but the majority of the kills are on the wrong person. Mumu with 4 kills now, and he's going to tank because he is the main frontliner. After that, Leandris is already building up a no magic mantle. Oh, as we got a flash on the Brand by the Mordekaiser. He's looking to finish up that kill, and he does. That Brand now at 2-6. This has been pretty underwhelming. We got Wade going topside to answer that wave over Kled, but Kled doesn't give a damn. He's gonna just try to take the tower anyway. And he uses barrier, and now Wade's forced to walk away. Never mind. There's the Morgana to come up to help him out. Keep that Wade from trying to walk on, but like Wade's gonna get converged on as he walks into a bush. He face check, and now there's a Poppy to say hi to him. And Morgana gets the kill. And she's building straight AP, so it's not that bad. She already has the Blackfire. She's looking to build a Leandris form of this game. And granted, despite being 4 kills down, DP Hellfire is not letting the gold lead run rampant as they're less than 600 gold down. But with Kled ultimate looking to get another kill mid, there's a Seraphine ultimate going down, and Kled is able to finish the kill. As that awkward interaction happened with Seraphine ultimate, and at the same time Kled was dismounting Scarl, so he did not get caught by the Seraphine ultimate. And that is a double kill over to Courageous Ring 5. As they look to take this mid tower. Well, unfortunately for Mumu, he had the right thing at heart, but he's going to die for his cause. He gets another kill onto the Kled, but Misfortune's going to take his life while he's at it. So, I regret to inform you guys that not only what I just said, no less than 2 minutes ago, being the goal lead, is now back over 1,000. So I ate my words pretty quickly. But it seems DP Hellfire is keeping its competitors. They're up 2 towers, so they're trying to keep this game as close as possible, so they can let that wave scale, let that Mordekaiser get items. But unfortunately for them, Kled is already building magic resist, and Poppy, of course, both of them have a Merc Treads, but like Poppy's gonna go armor item instead for our next item, and she has that chain vest.
It's possible, but I think Mordecai is going to keep pushing it. Maybe it's possible because you said it has the end game somehow right now. Because right now, Kled have a good lead.
And looking like DP Hellfire is moving down that river to try to get control for that dragon that's coming up pretty soon. It might be actually collapsing on Brand, who seems to be overextended with no vision at the moment. And like that is so.
Yeah, hopefully he does his check.
But Brand finds another ticket to Painville as he's sent back to the gray screen. And now that Ocean Drake is up, and it should be free for DP Hellfire. especially with Kled on top side of the map and Morgana pushing the mid. But Poppy is around the drag. But Kled is on DP Hellfire's base at the moment. They send way back to try to answer it. I gotta say, for this game, even though there's been people getting picked off, and when I thought I was gonna be finishing my word, Kled ults on the Seraphine again. Seraphine ults, but it doesn't matter. Seraphine gets exploded as Way ults the Kled. They're looking to try to dismount him. They do, but Kled is gonna walk away scot-free. It doesn't matter. Another kill over the Courageous Wing 5. I think I forgot what I was saying before. Well, it doesn't matter, as even though DP Hellfire they do take the Ocean Drake, it doesn't matter as they lost mid T2 and top T2 in the process, and Seraphine's life. As Kled wasn't even ulting towards her, he was just trying to ult out, and he decided to find her in the process. Okay, with Baron now being on the map, it's only a matter of time before one fight just equals to go get Baron. I think Courageous Wing 5 are probably gonna be looking to try to death bush somewhere around topside to try to go ahead and get that objective off the map. Not only that, but be able to try to end the game. And Bran, you are one ballsy son of a gun, but it seems like it don't matter because Seraphine almost lost her life, but Bran's gonna die for the cause. Misfortune ultimately goes down, but Ash is gonna bury and walk out. Double kill over the Varus, even though he's still walking forward with low HP. Look, good 2 kills secured over for DP Hellfire. And especially going over to that Varus, who is still about 1,200 gold behind the Misfortune, even with those 2 kills. Alright, it will look like DP Hellfire. They're moving through that top side to try to get some vision now. Oh, never mind. Like they're gonna start Baron? A little bit of risky call without Varus already being there. But it seems the Courageous Wing 5, they didn't spot it out at all, as they don't really have vision in that area. So DP Hellfire may be able to get away with this, as Varus now arrives on the scene to try to get some more DPS down that Baron to help him and kill it faster. And there you have it, Baron over to DP Hellfire. Good sneaky Baron, knowing that Courageous Wing 5 didn't have vision around at all. And with that Baron, it finally puts DP Hellfire into the driver's seat. They now have a gold lead, I think for the first time in this game. So let's see if they can turn that into some towers and try to build their lead up. Alright, well now looking like Courageous Wing 5, they're looking on the hunt. They knew Mordecai was his buy side, but now they're looking for him. They found him, but would they be able to catch him? No, it seems that Morgana missed a Q and everybody else missed everything else. So Mordecai's gonna be able to walk out scot-free. And Courageous Wing 5, they're gonna take that bot lane T1 tower. But look, we got a fight going here. Kled ults towards the Mordekaiser. As Kled's going to take Seraphine life, it seems that he's taking a liking to a lot of this game. Mordecai is going to take out Brandon in the Death Realm. And as Kled's going to go down, it seems that Courageous Wing 5, they're biting off a little bit more than they can chew as Attila takes the snipe and takes down Poppy. And so does Wade kill Morgana. And it's looking like it's going to be an ace for DP Hellfire as they're bringing it back into this game. Alrighty. as Mordekaiser is pushing that mid lane, trying to get that mid T2, try to make more use of the Baron as they already have. Gonna take one more tower. They also take multiple lives, and now what looked bleak for a moment from that early game, DP Hellfire now with a 3K gold lead over Courageous Wing 5. They're gonna take another tower.
It seems they're going to contest over the Drake, so they might have the first priority. But I'm not really sure how well they're going to control this.
And they heard you say Drake, and now they're coming to try to take DP Hellfire, finally making their way onto the river. Courageous Wing 5 looking to try to pick out Mordekaiser. Will they get him? And maybe not. But with Morgana ult on him, he's going to be locked down for a bit, so Morgana should be able to survive. Almost getting killed, though. But Mordekaiser lived for a little bit longer than expected. Cled's able to take his life, but it doesn't matter when DP Hellfire is going to take 4 of yours in return. It should be a free dragon over the DP Hellfire.
A very big dragon.
What in the world was that? Okay. I would say we're gonna act like we didn't see that, but that's part of my job. Poppy, what are you doing there, fam? What are you doing? Well, now there's mid lane inhibitors down. They're gonna take that dragon. And this gold lead is skyrocketed about a minute now. As DP Hellfire now has a little over 5K gold lead over Courageous Wing 5, who had a strong early game aside for Brand getting let's just say murdered her quite a bit is a nice way to put it. But this game is not looking so good for him now.
Yeah, I think the Courageous Wing did have a good early lead, kind of huge goal lead, but unfortunately, Banking dying kind of hurts, the lead. So, and Hellfire emerges better later in the game.
Alrighty now, with no neutral objectives on the map, it seems it should be able to be a farm for Courageous Wing 5, as long as they don't overextend. But getting vision is gonna be a pain in the butt now, especially when you're facing a Varus, you're facing a Seraphine, and an Amumu. Walking into face checking those bushes to try to get that vision and clear out enemy vision is not gonna be good, especially when at this point now you should know that your jungle is no longer your jungle. And as Varus and Seraphine are looking to collapse on this Kled, I think the position of Varus is kind of ballsy, being behind the Kled while he can still kill you, especially has both his sums. But they got picks trying to be down on both sides. Kled almost takes the Seraphine down. Mumu is there to help him with drop the ultimate, and they're gonna take the Kled's life, kill over to Varus. Mordekaiser though still alive, as Courageous Wing 5, they couldn't do anything about it, and he's just able to walk out scot-free. You gotta ask in this situation, what is the thought that's going on right now for Courageous Wing 5? And I don't mean that in a toxic or a flaming way, but more so just curiosity, because it seems like they're getting picked off from overextending quite a bit. I mean, Brand has been picked off so much. Now Kled is getting picked off, and he had both Barrier and Ignite. He probably could have killed Seraphine, or at least be able to get back Scarl now. But as Baron is now getting back onto the map, and DP Hellfire is looking to take it on spawn. But there's nothing Courageous Wing 5 can do about it. Mordekaiser still split pushing that bot lane. But he has 3 collapse on her. Let's see if he'll live. He does have ultimate as he takes Poppy there. But Poppy is trying his hardest to keep alive, and she ults him on the death round. And it looks like she's gonna survive, and Mordekaiser should die for this. But even though they kill Mordekaiser, DP Hellfire, the rest of the 4 are already pushing in that top lane tower and turn. So look, they should get an inhibitor turn for their troubles. Now they get a turn. They're gonna get an inhibitor too. Out. And Kled is looking to ult into DP Hellfire. As that is a major Seraphine ultimate, catching majority of Courageous Wing 5. But it doesn't matter, as Morgana gets a double kill, it takes down two members of DP Hellfire, being that way in that Seraphine. But Varus, he's being ran down, and they catch him. Triple kill over the support on the move. But they're looking for more. They're going to catch the Poppy, and Brand is going to get another kill on the board.
Oh, Mordecai said he might do it the back door, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, that TP wasn't good at all. I don't get why you're trying to backdoor with the rest of the team, because just recall it. They got both Nexus turrets up. But Mordecai uses the ult, but he's not going to find a kill. But Lake is going to find himself killed in a moment as he flashes and dodges the Morgana Q. But Brand, he didn't dodge that stun. As Misfortune extends the ult, I think that's a little bit of overkill. But guess what? I guess Fatality gets the kill anyway. There's a Fatality over to Fifi with Mordecai that goes down. And unfortunately, that's going to be a big death, especially with that soul coming up for DP Hellfire. Courageous Wing 5 can look to fight for that dragon in a 4v5 before Mordecai can get back up, as he doesn't have TP either. Alright, so with drag coming up, Mordecai is still being dead. He's gonna be late to the drag. So in all honesty, Courageous Wing 5, they should be looking to fight. Try to hurry get a fight before Mordecai can make it. But it seems they are not gonna push out to the river. Okay, Morgana's gonna go out, but she's by herself. Not sure if that's a really good idea, as DP Hellfire is starting the dragon. Alright, here we go. As Kled gets the ultimate, he's gonna go. He finds the way, and he's getting massive damage down, along with his teammates to follow on the back end. And they're able to take down the Varus, but Wade takes Brandon life in the process. The Seraphine gets the ultimate, but it's not going to get the steal as Misfortune gets the dragon. But the fight still continues as Amumu finds another target, and then Misfortune's going to go down. And look, they're on a chase. As Wade, he's going to find the kill. Brandon held that Hellfire down. No pun for the team.
It's a huge turnaround.
Well, looking like a moment where DP Hellfire can look to end the game. They have the waves, they have the super minions from topside, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. As this should be looking like game 1 to DP Hellfire, as they look for a last hoorah, as they're gonna find kills. It looks like there's a no as Kled is now taking off a Scarl. That's a good game. Game 1 to DP Hellfire. As like all was bleak in the first 10 minutes, they're able to turn this game around and take it over completely. Man, for this game, I don't know. I feel like Courageous Wing 5, they just weren't playing their team fight as well as they could. I mean, Misfortune using her ultimates at random points, whereas when the team fight actually occurred, she really didn't have them some of those times to be able to actually get down more DPS onto the likes of DP Hellfire. Like,
Yeah,
and it just cost them the game.
I think the damage dealers will not be in the right position and not trying to, fight like an actual mage. So that instead of getting punished. So I think Misfortune have a really good ultimate. But it's pretty hard if the team are not really, handling the front line, controlling the distance. So that's pretty hard for Misfortune to be in a good place.
Well, as we take a look at the post game lobby, as we see some of those stats, as DP Hellfire everybody but the support, of course. They have almost equal damage across the board. They've done so much all together. Whereas you could tell on Courageous Wing 5 who was really carrying the fights. Really just and really the Kled and Brand able to get that damage down for ultimates, but it doesn't matter when you can't finish and win the fights. But
Yeah, that's
not
true. Even can dish so much damage, but it doesn't really put the damage when it really counts. So not able to control the dragon objectives, or to defend the turrets. It's going to be very difficult, but especially they keep destroying the turret, getting the baron, and pussy, and you're not really be able to do anything with the damage.
And speaking of that dragon, because the DP Hellfire is able to dragon stack early, even though they lost that initial, they lost the Inferno Drake, but they were to just dragon stack and get the next two Drakes, so it didn't really matter. Meanwhile, while Courageous Wing 5, they was able to get all 6 Void Grows, but it didn't really matter. Granted, they were using it early to get plates, as Clay did get a good amount of plates down in the top side, and they were able to knock down mid, but it didn't really translate to anything later on. And they just fell so far behind as DP Hellfire. They found the way back into the game, and they took it and ran off with it. But that's enough, and that's enough for this game. We're gonna go to a quick intermission as we're getting set up for game 2. So take this time, get your water, make sure you hydrate, get you a snack, because if game 1's the same thing, we probably got a banger in game 2. See you in a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we're now in Pig Band for game 2. So Side swap, of course. Courageous Wing 5. They're taking the red side for game 2. DP Hellfire going to be on that blue side. As first ban for DP Hellfire is going to be that Kled. They don't want to see those problems again. Because early game, that was rough in that Kled. Even though Courageous Wing 5 lost the game, that Kled was giving them hell, was giving them work. So I can understand the ban. As Woog is okay. We have just a red block. All right. Yeah, we're just waiting on them to let us know. Well, not sure what's going on here, but we're just waiting to get that information back to you guys. Because
Maybe
we're
the
probably just as
Castillion
confused as
fan.
y'all are. And Kali for the second ban, we still have no clue what's the first. Alrighty, so the first ban for Courageous Wing 5, it was Camille. As we have that. Okay, like Pro Jeff is bugging out, is losing his mind apparently. But just make sure to clarify. What the hell? Yeah, Pro Draft is bugging out. I'm not sure they're gonna restart the draft. Probably make sure it's show properly. But nope, they're just gonna type it out. So just to keep you guys informed, for the red side, the first 3 bands were Akali, Camille, and Lucian. For DP Hellfire, the first 3 bands Kled, Belveth, and Nautilus. All right, so make sure it's clarified so you guys should be, and you guys keep up with me. All right, so first pick for blue side for DP Hellfire is gonna be that Ash. They're gonna opt to put their boss side on utility duty, which I think is probably the first time I ever seen them do that in my now 2.5 weeks of casting their games. But Yone is gonna be picked up for our Courageous Wing 5 on that, and for that first pick. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. We just kind of watched a marathon sprint just happen, in terms of running the game down. On the brand, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but then again, it could be flexed up the top lane, and it's looking like that's going to be the case. As the Malzahar is locked in R2. Alrighty, so brief update. It's looking like they're gonna reset. They're gonna restart the pick ban, of course, with the same bands and the same picks. Yeah, unless the Malzahar is unattended. As you see, like of course, as you see the blue block and the red block, and now there's confusion amongst the players as far as who's banned, who's picked. So
Yeah,
just bear with us, please, as we're getting everything set up for you guys. We're not the ones controlling this. We're just the ones that are watching and commentating on it.
I'm hoping to get their issue. So
Gotcha.
what do you think if was the first pick for Courageous?
You said that again. Sorry.
Oh, I said, what do you think the first pick for Courageous win?
I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're actually sticking with the same picks. Just making sure.
Okay,
So
so
that first, yeah, Courageous should have been Yone Malzahar. If I'm reading this correctly, then yeah, should be the same pick. So it should be Ash B1, and it should be Yone R1 and Malzahar R2. Then again, they were saying they're gonna redo around like the picking time for and pick for R2. So I'm not sure if that was an actual official lock in or not. So we just had to wait and see on that one. But of course, the same three bands coming through. You're gonna have your Kled, your Belveth, Nautilus, and of course for Courageous Wing 5, your Camille, Akali, and Lucian. But I'm actually curious to how both teams are gonna adjust to each other because that's gotta be a kind of a crushing loss because it seemed like once DP Hellfire, once they got that Baron last game, they just took off to the races and it went from they were behind and like even at one point being behind a little bit over 5K gold to just they started going crazy. They just kept building and building and building and building until that like snowball just kept rolling and they were just able to just take that and end the game. Alrighty, well, like Yone is not gonna be R1, so I guess that was a mistake. Like we're gonna have a Mumu R1. Like I said, I'm not controlling what's going on. I'm just here to watch and spectate along with you guys and give you guys entertainment as much as I can. Hopefully, we're doing a good job of it. All right, and with the Zoe R2 for the mid lane. Oh, what's going on? And Pog, to answer your question, DP Hellfire won game one.
Yeah, Hellfire won game one.
And Jatano, that's crazy. You just said that, man. I love you too, man. You're sitting on the sideline while I'm working, man. Get up and get some work done. Be productive. Yeah, right. Call him a bum. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I love you, man. I love you. But for a DP Hellfire, we do got the Brand and the Seraphine coming out. So we're gonna see Brand on the Riff again, but stay on the other team as Courageous Wing Five. They're gonna round out this first round with Ezreal. So and honestly, I'm expecting frontliners to be picked for Courageous Wing 5. So, like some to pair along to that Mumu because they have both Zoe and Ezreal. So hopefully pick something to be able to allow them to poke the other team out, but we'll see as DP Hellfire is pretty squishy, so they need a frontline of their own to be able to survive an onslaught from Zoe and Ezreal. Ezreal is still currently the best AD carry in the game. All right, and the next band coming out of Courageous Wing 5 being Talia.
I think Zoe was the auto pick. I think it might be a confirmed brand, but it should look like Chloe just went fine with it and decided to go with it.
Alrighty. Well, even though you may see that blue block, that band is Morgana, as we saw flashing for a moment. So long as you keep you guys tracking, keep you rocking with us for the night. Okay, we're going through the same instance of. Oh man, 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 man. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm pretty sure this is probably just a little bit, just a tad bit like maybe a little bit annoying as you guys may feel too, but it's all good. We got a York band rounding out the bands for DP Hellfire. That one red block you see at the end for Courageous Wing 5, that is a Lux band. So to keep you guys up to date as we go into the second phase of picks, hopefully Courageous Wing they pick up a frontliner to go along with that Mumu because really in all honesty, I don't really see. Oh, never mind. They pick Heimerdinger. I'm not sure what they're expecting this team to do.
I think
Like,
Hamilton is kind of out of the blue.
yeah, at this point, I'm professionalism aside. This is like it's for fawning with the Heimerdinger pick. But I digress. As we Oh, that may be true. But as we see now, DP Hellfire rounding up their team comp with Shyvana and their Renekton. So it's looking like a brand mid or possibly a Seraphine flex. But either way, we are definitely confirmed that the AD carry position with Renekton top, Shyvana in the jungle. And holy what? Okay, well this team makes no sense. All right. As Courageous Wing 5, they lock in Pantheon. I don't like to sound like I'm talking crap on people, but also I say it every single time I cast. I am not biased. Even though I'm part of the DP, I'm part of Dropping Part org, I am not biased and I'm willing to roast anyone. But this game is wow. Alrighty.
Yeah, strange, bizarre.
Well,
But I
apparent
think, yeah, but I think it might be Israel and Heminder. Probably, I don't think, unless they're very courageous to engage immediately. You know,
well, Hammer doesn't make sense at all here. Like, I understand that maybe the top laners only plays two champions, but you got to expand this pool for that because it doesn't make sense here. You got Amumu and Pantheon that want to go in, Ezreal that can follow it up, Zoe that can help them pick people off, and then you have Hammer who wants to stay stationary. Now, granted, he can throw out grenade. He can throw a grenade to stun people, but
right?
you're not really getting the full value of Hamburger in this at all. So, this game, I mean, I don't really expect them to gank for the Renekton because, oh, never mind. Seems that we have an issue. Oh, well, we do have an issue. So the client and one of our players had to restart their client. But while we're waiting to load into that game, we're gonna throw it over to an intermission, and we see you guys on the Rift. Alrighty, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we enter the Rift for the start of Game 2, where we're going to find out whether it's going to be a competitive game or another belt-to-ass session for DP Hellfire to give over to the boys named Courageous Wing 5. As we look like we're setting up for a 5.4 Courageous Wing 5, what DP Hellfire possibly looking to invade. Sorry. Reverse that around as we switch sides. But it looks like Seraphine might die. She has to blow flash and heal to get out of there. So excuse my little hiccup there because, you know, DP Hellfire is now on blue side with Courageous Wing 5 on the red. And I'm not going to lie to you, I have a problem with this game already. You know, the Hammerdinger pick was already something. But Barrier Ignite Hammerdinger. What are we watching? What are we doing? You're playing Hammerdinger. What are we doing here? Alright, well. As Ballsy McGee, Rico on that Shyvana goes in and gets a deep ward past the bush on that red side to see where Amumu is starting. But she's going to be starting late on her camp now because of that. It's like he's going to be starting red. Renekton gave Hammerdinger enough time to set up at least 2 turrets. Wasn't a good idea. He's going to be pushed off that wave just a tad bit. Man. I don't know. That's going to bother me every time I think about the Hammerdinger. But Pantheon goes in and just to get a little bit of damage down on Attila. Oh, man. So, because of that late start for Shyvana, Mumu should be able to get on the map a lot quicker. So, I'm wondering where he's going to be looking to go. As Hammerdinger already has Renekton shoved in. As we got a little bit of fighting going on in bot lane. Like, both teams going to take about an equal trade. Alright, well, like Zoe's bringing the pain mid. His brain is already half HP. But Pantheon's really poke with that Q, but as Attila, he has the flash and cleanse. Ezreal's going in. Oh, they almost trade back for the Ashe to get the kill, but like Seraphine's gonna get it instead. Alrighty, well, 1-1, but first blood going over to the Ezreal. I'm wondering why Ashe should just keep walking away and let Seraphine finish him off. Alrighty, and Pantheon, you are a wild fellow, but like Ezreal is gonna get a return kill instead for the trouble. And that is a RIP, another kill over to Ezreal. 2-0 for a fatality. As we are now 2-2 in the game.
Ah, the sweet smell of cider.
Hey man, Fifi, I don't think that trading is really good for your health, man. I understand you want to slice and dice and find out what's nice, see if Hammerdinger can look good on that gray screen. But brother, you're jumping through turrets. Still gotta respect this Hammerdinger alone, and he has a barrier and Ignite, and you have TP. Granted, I don't even know what I'm saying, like he's gonna hear me. As Zoe takes a free tower shot, but unfortunately, Shyvana can't look to go for her life. Because Hammerdinger is there, so she is forced to try to run away and blow flash. But like Brandon's gonna finish her instead. That's a kill over to Gemini.
Support yourself overextended. It could be serious at a crunch.
Alrighty, well, aside from action that's going on bot lane, where Ezreal, like, you might kill Seraphine again. She's forced to blow the hill, but would Ezreal die for the cause? No, because Ashe is gonna back up. And honestly, probably would risk it for the biscuit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pantheon and Ezreal is quite low, but Zoe is gonna get and land that sleepy trouble bubble and get that Q down to get some trade damage onto that brand. But what I was trying to say was, like, this game is a little bit more calm in comparison to that game 1 at start, where it was constant fighting left and right and left and right. But it seems the bot lane, the theme is the same. As Seraphine, she's low on mana. Like, Ezra is looking to fight and looking to poke again. And that Shyvana is on that bot side, but coming through that wave, I don't really like that idea. But Pantheon is, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know anymore. But Pantheon gets this return kill on Ashe with that Ignite. But Shyvana is going to take his life. I'm being really honest with you. In this game, I'm just confused as Ezreal goes into melee range, and instead of arcane shifting towards the tower, he does it towards the bush. I'm gonna gotta say it. I feel like I'm watching a Breon game from LCK right now. I'm just questioning a lot of decisions and questioning my life and wondering why I've not been charging these guys for this casting. Jokes aside, but as a failed gank onto the Croc, they're not able to make any boots out of them yet. But right now it's looking like Hammer's putting his turns far apart, so I don't really understand that. Instead of making the Illuminati triangle to go ahead and get that wave pushing to keep that Croc from recalling, is Hammer, he doesn't have a teleport. But look, they got other plans because Amumu is on that top side. But it looks like he's gonna go do Grump instead, so no dive onto the Croc. Shyvana is making that way towards that top side too, so it's possible 2v2. As we got an engage, and in all honesty, it was a preemptive cleanse. You didn't need to cleanse there, buddy. But Mumu is found. But Hammer is gonna save his life with that grenade. And it's bringing to catch the Mumu out, looking like it's a possibility. But Pantheon's gonna lose his life again as that enchanted crystal arrow hits him right in the mouth. And we also got Hammer looking to almost go down, but he's got that barrier. Alright, well, Hammer is able to make it out with his life, and he's forced to back. But like Shyvana's gonna stop him from doing that at all, as he has to walk back further. So now it's gonna be even worse for him as Renekton should be able to clear out that wave and crash another way into that tower and be able to recall himself, as he still has teleport, but he shouldn't need to use it. Alright, Shyvana to get a little bit of counter jungling done. I gotta say, this game is wacky. I'm just gonna drink my cup of water and just enjoy the show along with you guys. I don't know why Zoe is going for the kill that aggressively with no mana. She's not at the point in itemization where she could be able to one shot and be able to kill Brand from there. Be close, but not probably no cigar. But then again, Zoe does have that Ignite. Here comes that Ezreal ultimate. He's gonna miss the Brand, but like Shyvana's gonna catch the Zoe instead. But Pantheon is right there to save his man's life. So both teams gonna be able to make it out with no casualties. Oh, as Rico looks like he's overstepping his boundaries, he might be getting killed here. But instead, Zoe throws the sleepy trouble bubble at the Brand instead of the Shyvana. And the Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out, but it misses the Pantheon. And what in God's name is going on here? as the Seraphine ult comes out. But are they gonna finish the kill? Pantheon goes down. It's a 1-for-1. And Zoe's coming behind the Brand, but she has no mana. But Brand is missing everything. Now we also have a skirmish up top side. It's like Hammerdinger is getting the business, even though he put down a Mega Turret. Look, it's not gonna matter, but that grenade comes down, that Mega Turret still getting damage down to Hammerdinger, and Hammerdinger's gonna be able to walk out of there scot-free. Oh, this game is a doozy already.
But everybody's trying to scrap for kill.
Yeah, it is a scrap for kills, but it seems like DP Hellfire is on the winning end of that one. Alright, well now we have neutral objectives on the board with Void Girls being up and Dragon coming up very soon. And both junglers being on the same side of the map, so we're going to see how this one goes. As Fifi's was getting walked at by Hammerdinger, but it is Hammerdinger. I'm going to run him down. And that is massive damage coming out of that Zoe now. And she has the Lost Chapter and Aztec Alternator. As Sylvana is chasing that Zoe on the river, but he's going to be caught by Sleepy Trouble. But well, Brand is right there to finish the kill. So it doesn't matter. And as Sylvana, she's going to go start those Void Grubs. Drag should be coming up soon. But Amumu is going top side, so it should seem Drag should stay up. And Sylvana should probably be able to reset and be able to march our way down to that bottom side. And possibly try to get something done to free up them to get that drag. Well, Brand is going to be getting caught out. But even though it is a support Pantheon, his base damage is still pretty high for early in the game. And now we have a skirmish over in the Baron Pit. As Amumu is forced to flash out, but Hammerdinger is not so lucky, but he's going to take Amumu down with him. This Pantheon is quite the ballsy one. This time we thought he would have recalled. As we have the good old Seraphine ult come out, but Pantheon's going to go down for the cause with nothing in return. Like, why are we playing so greedy? Like, why are we playing like we're fed?
Maybe they're not familiar with song because they have to sleep off.
And that's Ash looking to kill, but unfortunately Ezra is already under his tower, so Enchanting Crystal Arrow used, but it doesn't matter as the Croc, they're gonna die. And he's gonna flash over the wall, but he's gonna slice and dice the wrong direction, but Zoe's coming from that left side too. And the Amumu's gonna get that bandage toss like the Croc. They're gonna be new blue Goofins. They're gonna make some new boots and belt out of him. And as you can probably tell by off that phrase I just said, I am from the South. It's all good. And Dragon going over to Shyvana. Dragon said it's going to be very important for her. But DP Hellfire able to get both neutral objectives on the map. So, this game, man. I would say as Brand gets that engage, he's doing so much damage to that Pantheon. And here comes Shyvana over the wall. Pantheon has the flash. You know he has the flash. He's going the wrong direction. As Ash could just turn around and run him down. But it seems she doesn't. It seems like she may have not been paying attention. So Pantheon might actually be able to get out if Brand doesn't intercept. Will Zoe land the Sleepy Trouble Bubble? And yes, she will. And it might be actually Brand dead. And yes, it is.
It's smaller than this program.
As Seraphine tries to land the double E to try to root that Ezreal down, but the first one hits, but the second one's missed. And Sleepy Trouble Bubble down. But Seraphine makes sure she gets it the second time. 2 times a charm for her.
Ah, the sweet smell of science. It's gone
Now, even though... Oops. Never mind. I thought I was going to say something, but it looks like it's going to be a death for the Shyvana and an extra kill over to the Zoe. Hammerdinger being there, the right place, right time, and Amumu is right behind him. But Brand is right there with the Croc. So Hammerdinger should be going down here. Enchanting Crystal Arrow landed on the Ezra, and so is Seraphine Ultimate. We got 2 fights going on 2 fronts, and Zoe look like it's going to go down again. Oh, but instead, nope, Hammerdinger saves her life, and Brand doesn't finish the job, so he's gonna go over the farm mid lane. But Pantheon is gonna die for his troubles at that bot side. Ezra is still going in. He gets the ash kill, gets the return kill, but Seraphine's doing so much damage. And now Ezra is gonna choose to walk off, and I don't blame him. He shoots the ult out, but he misses the Seraphine. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 at bot side. Man. The more I watch this game, the more confused I get. But with both T1 and T1 mid and T1 top tower both super low, Courageous Wing 5 could look to get the gold leads. They're only down 300 gold, but Brand's gonna find that Hammerdinger solo shot Vana. Brand's gonna get another kill on the board. And already in this game, DP Hellfire making that Brand work a lot better than what Courageous Wing 5 could last game. But it seems that Shyvana's gonna get... Oh, never mind. As it seems, Rift Herald took the Q for her. But she flashed right into the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. And there's gonna be 3 people waiting for her. Alright, we're looking for more fighting as Brand is gonna get jumped up by the Pantheon, but like it's not gonna matter. The Pantheon is probably gonna go down. Yep, Brand almost dead. He's gonna force to back off, but Seraphine still wants to get more damage down, but the Croc is coming behind. And he almost finishes Zoe. Zoe only 1 hit left. It should be a free kill over, and she's just wasting time. And she almost takes the Brand with her. Alrighty, and we're about 17 minutes in the game. It's way more than a kill per minute, as we got 16 kills to DP Hellfire alone, 12 over to Courageous Wing 5, as that gold lead has gone up now. As I said before, not even 2 minutes ago, it was 300. Now we're looking at almost 3K. Alright, well, we're gonna catch the Croc. We're gonna try to make some more clothing out of him, but he's gonna turn it around, goes into dominance, and he's looking to get more damage down. That Brand TP's up top side, but he's not able to get there in time. Granted, if he TP just a tad bit early, it would have been a bad time, as Brand's gonna get hit with that Sleeper Trouble Bubble, but Zoe's not gonna be in range to be able to do anything. And now 3 top side, Brand and Renekton for DP Hellfire is gonna look to have to back up as Pantheon Ultimate comes in, and because all the dedication towards top side, Courageous Wing 5's mid and tier 1 tower is going to go down as a consequence.
I think Croc is going to be very strong. Oh, yeah. It's going to get the first tower. Oh, no, that's not first tower. But got the tower.
Yeah, he's going to get more towers. Now 3 towers over to DP Hellfire, as Courageous Wing 5 is still looking to get there first. As Slice and Dice was not going to go in and do mean things, and Hammerdinger is instead going to just clear the way. But Shyvana, she has bad intentions in her mind, as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow for Ash misses the Hammerdinger. Alrighty, and now we're doing more dragon stacking. It's going to be dragon number 3 over to DP Hellfire, as Courageous Wing 5 looking to use that Rift Arrow down bot side to get another tower. But the question is, will they try to collapse? And looking like that is the case now. We got a 3v2. Seraphine ult comes out, but she misses it. Ezreal flash and arcane shifts out the way. But Amumu was looking for an ult, but it doesn't matter. He gets obliterated, and so does Ezreal. Back to Cinder, to the gray screen they go. It seems like there's just deaths everywhere in this game. As now DP Hellfire complete 180 in comparison to the early game of game 1, where now they have almost amassed a 5K gold lead. But like Renekton is overstaying his welcome in that mid. He's trying to clear the way, but how is he gonna get out? Will Brandon be able to save him? But we got the Hammerdinger stun. Damage coming now. Sleepy Trouble Bubble. But unfortunately for Zoe, there's minions in the way, so she couldn't get the Q down. And instead, it's going to be Pantheon dying for all your sins. Alrighty, as we're looking now at Barons on the board. I wonder if DP Hellfire is going to pull what they did last game and get vision control very early and try to take an early Baron. Well, they're doing a good job of keeping that mid T1 up and that top T1 up. It's only a matter of time for they eventually take it. But granted, who knows at this point? It's so much fighting and so much depth that, hell, they might not even be able to get it. But we also can't fail to mention that big for the Shyvana in this game, as DP Hellfire is already on soul point. They've been killing these drags for the most part on spawn, so they're doing a really good job of trying to get that Shyvana up and going. And I just need that 4th dragon, and she'll be able to go crazy.
Yeah, I think it might be one-sided. Hope it's gonna be really hard for Curry just win by make a comeback.
Make a comeback and one-sided. I think that's an understatement because right now, if I'm just speaking my complete opinion outside of casting, that Pantheon is griefing. Alright, well they look to go into the Croc. They get the stun down, but Croc has the Eclipse. Will he take somebody with him? He slices the dice, dodge the Pantheon Q, but he can't dodge the bandage toss. He's going to get his life taken and added to the clothing line some more. As a Sleepy Trouble Bow will land his own Shyvana, but Zoe doesn't have the damage to completely blow her to pieces currently. She does get some burst damage, but not the kill. Shyvana used the ultimate, got Pantheon flanking from behind, so a Moo. As Shyvana, she goes out this time, but so does Pantheon. And as that Brand is getting really good damage down, but that Brand also is getting bandage top, but Moo has the ultimate, so he's going to lose his life in the process. I don't know what Moo was thinking. He went in with no follow-up behind him. Well, you know, for the first time in a while, well, in a week, I actually get to talk mess about the other team because this game is, man, it should be Jover pretty soon unless DP Hellfire end up throwing the game pretty hard.
Yeah.
All right, but in terms of the goal lead, DP Hellfire has a 5K goal lead and up by 2 towers on Courageous Wing 5. This game, I don't know what happened. I guess they might have lost their mental after game 1. They had a pretty sizable lead and they just slowly but surely kept losing it. But Zoe, she keeps getting to that point. She's gonna get to that second item break where she's gonna be able to completely explode to my correction. She already is at it. But she went Horizon Focus second, so I would have thought she would probably went maybe Shadow Flame second. But Horizon Focus not bad, but the damage is not gonna be completely there to be able to just almost one-shot somebody.
Yeah, she needs to pay more money.
And looking at that gold difference, man, we talked about the Hammerdinger pick in draft. Well, this Hammerdinger pick is down by almost. Nope, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's down by exactly 80 CS. We might have a Flame Horizon in this game, ladies and gentlemen, as the Croc is trying to get there. And this Hammerdinger is down by almost 3,000 gold to this Renekton. I don't know what they were thinking with the pick, but Cloud Soa over the Shyvana and the DP Hellfire boys, as Hammerdinger is looking to die again. 2 and 4 for the Hammerdinger with only a Ludus Echo to his name. As the Renekton takes the kill, but it turns to Chris the Arrow onto Ezreal as he's had enough time to flash away, and they're trying to 2v1 the Shyvana, but they're not going to do enough. It doesn't matter. As DP Hellfire keeps pushing down the mid, as Ezreal ult comes out to close the wave. And what the hell was that? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I guess at this point we are forfeiting the game. And Brand with the Arcane Comet kill. Man. And and the damage is gonna be plentiful for this brand to be able to dish out a can of whoop ass onto these guys. Like I said, belt to ash connection is being made here, as he has that Blackfire Torch and that Leandra's Torment. So not only the burn from the brand passive, but the extra burn on top of that from those two items, with that health percentage burn along with that Blackfire. Oh, and they looked and they stopped the ash recall, but they missed the Ezra. Oh, and the other abilities land on the Ash's teammate to be able to save his life, and he be able to walk out scot-free. Don't recall there. Don't get greedy. Keep backing off. Alright, we got that Pantheon O coming in, but they're not going to get anything for it. Just a little bit of damage on that brand, but they're going to just walk out like nothing happened. Well, and meanwhile, towards that top side, we got Shyvana and Ashe. They're doing that dragon, and it seems like Courageous Wing 5, something is going on here. They sense something is going on because they put that assist king on the Baron, but then nobody's not going to respond. But Shyvana's pretty low, but it doesn't matter. The Baron is too, so they should be able to get it. Baron over to the DP Hellfire boys. And Zayden, to answer your question, the Renekton was B1. No, my bad. Sorry, the Ashe was B1, but the Renekton was a good pick. Oh no, they almost get to Zoe. Zoe gets to get away, and the Ezra comes across. But that Shyvana is so big, it doesn't matter. They still take out Hamburger Panther. They're not able to put down enough damage to take out the dragon. I just want to point out that the Hamburger is still on an item and a half. Like he's building a rod lights. He has that Giant's Belt and that Blasting One. And of course, Pantheon, he is building straight damage. But he's 4 and 10. So do as you will, and do as you will with that.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, at this point, it's really, this game is just about how fast we send Courageous Wing 5 to the gray screen. Because it seems like, I'm assuming they're tilted completely. Man. Is Renekton down to the bottom side, taking that inhibitor turn with no response until now. Now Mumu is jumping onto the Croc with the ultimate coming down, but Hamburger doesn't really do all that much damage. But Pantheon ultimate is going down to the bot side too, but because of that fatality on Ezreal and that Zoe goes down, they're dead. And that Croc is still giving them the business. He said, Cloven, I'll be damned. Cloven, no more. I'm going to make you into my sleep, boys. And we're going to take your lives and send you back to the gray screen. This game is looking to be over, as that is an ace for DP Hellfire.
It's definitely not a great day for Courageous Wing 5.
I had to calm myself because I almost said something that wasn't PG-13. Alrighty, well, this game was they were gaming. Yeah, they were gaming.
Yeah, a lot of initiating, especially in the bot lane, and then more initiating from the mid to late.
I just want to point out that even though I hate this Hamburger pick so much, I hate it so much, he still has 24k damage. Now, granted, most of that could be attributed to the Renekton slicing and dicing through his towers and through his turns, but granted, still, I really hate that I see that number right now. It just irks me. But granted, all is well when he's 2 and 6. I don't have any hate towards the champion. Just man, come on. You gotta learn new champions, man. Can't be playing in tournaments and only know how to play 2 champions, man. That's rough.
Right.
Well, I know fatality's gotta be hurt because he tried, but he had a support running it down as Zoe was doing what she can to, but all around it just wasn't happening. 3 teammates just ain't gonna let them win. But for DP Hellfire, that is a good win and a good series ender right there as they take game 2. Oh man. I honestly don't know what to say. I mean, I kind of we came into this game expecting not really much. I mean, it seemed like Courageous Wing 5, they came in game 2 and they just like they were tilted and they just said, F it, we ball. Full send, let God take the wheel, and like it just wasn't their day. It wasn't it. But congratulations over to DP Hellfire. Because of this win, Cosmic actually stays in the playoff race. So big ups to them. Hopefully it keep going as they're one of the teams we support over here. So that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Been reading the chat, been keeping up with you guys. Even the madness from earlier, even though I didn't bring it up, I didn't say anything about it. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us and watching these games and listening to me have to scream in your ear for a little bit. I know my voice could be annoying, but I love you too. Y'all have a great night and see y'all next time.